Let there be peace and love among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace, let there be peace, let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar, Namaskar, welcome to Satsang. Who is the doer? We will speak on this. Who is the doer? Karta kaun hai? Who is the doer? In the beginning, when there has been no universe, no creator, no creation, no man, no animals, no birds, no forests, no mountains, no rivers. There was emptiness. There was emptiness. How this doer has created the name and form, this universe, which stays always in emptiness, wherever it could rest, except in Akasha. The beginning, the basis of everything is emptiness, Akash. Where does the earth reside? Where does the waters reside? Air, fire. Their basis should be emptiness. From Akasha arises the earth, water, fire, air. So where do they stay? Which is the place in which they are accommodated? There must be emptiness alone. Now see the havoc that doer has played and created this universe. And actually speaking, even now nothing else exists except emptiness. And if we see in each activity, who seeing through the eyes, smelling through the nose, hearing through the ears, tasting through mouth, touching through hands. Who is it that is vibrating the senses to act? And if we return to the act, suppose I take this pen, hand is holding the pen. Hand is holding the pen and pen is held. So we return back, the whole arm is from the body, and this body is from the senses, mind. So what is the origin of mind? Ego. Ego means doership. Where doership arises from? Emptiness. Anything that you do, if you return, if you give thought to it, you will find always whatever activity is being conducted is all emptiness, and when you impose I am doing, there arises the trouble and suffering. Even that, if you understand who is the doer, and you will find the doer is empty. and actually you are not doing anything. You transcend waking, dreaming, sleeping, and you are always in that state. Beyond these states is state of emptiness, call it Turiyavastha. Every one of us is always in Turiyavastha, and these three states, waking states of activity, is in front of us, passes in front of us, and we are the witness of this state, and we become it, and there arises the troubles. If we simply witness, and we remain the witness of the projections played on the screen, then there's no trouble. But then we take part in it, we become the projection itself, and when we have a mirror in front, see our own image, and we identify ourselves with the mirror, reflection into the mirror, and this mirror has been always empty. When you throw away the mirror, where is the reflection? Where does the reflection return to? So all this doership, all these forms, where do they return to? They have arisen from emptiness, they will return to emptiness, and they are always in emptiness. So this is the truth. And if you don't comprehend this truth, then sorrow and suffering is the result. Endlessly you will evolve all kinds of beings, lower species, provided instantly you can find out, you stay wherever you are and find out who is this doer. Who is the doer? Who am I? You can instantly find out, and you will see you are not the doers. It is all our activities are in emptiness, and you are not responsible for any activity because you have not done it. And if you become the doer, you are responsible for your activities. As in the dream, if you commit any sin, you are produced in the court and you are punished. But when you wake up, where do these punishments go, where these judgments go, and where do these crimes go? So all this depends upon ignorance of sleep in which we dream. There was once a sage sitting in the forest. A hunter comes and asks him, "Sir, I was hunting a deer, and I am after the deer, and then could you please tell me which way did it go?" He said, "I see no form in all the forms. My senses see only forms in no forms and no form in all forms. My senses don't work. I am not the doer. I cannot say where this deer is gone. I do not know what is happening. I don't see. My senses do not see any form. I do not know about your deer." So this hunter instantly got this impression or this instruction from the sage laid down his bow and arrow, and he himself sat in front of him, and he got the same vision as he was having himself. So when you see formlessness in form, and actually there is no form, no name. So when you get rid of name and form, this is all Akash, emptiness. And this is your real nature. How long you can maintain your name and form? Where do you come from? Where do you return? Only in the middle you think, I am so and so. So that gives you trouble, and you have to find out this solution right now. It's not difficult. Whatever was true in the beginning, whatever is true in the end must be true now. You were not there 100 years ago, you will not be there 100 years later, only now it appears. So this is illusion, hallucination, dream, Maya. So this Maya is a troublesome serpent. You have to avoid your attachment to anything that has form. And you do it every night. When you sleep, you rid yourself of form and you are happy. And again, you slept with the concept that I will wake up and I will see this person and that person, therefore they are ready, they are quiet for 5-6 hours. When you break up this cycle of next morning I wake up and meet this man and that man, perhaps you will not wake up at all to the next waking state. You will wake up into your real state of emptiness. You can try it yourself. So when you sleep, don't remember anything. What's the use? When you are going to sleep, sleep. And the rest will be seen next morning. Because your nature is freedom. Your nature is bliss, happiness, beauty, existence. How can you die? How can you suffer? Who suffers? Who suffers? The mind. Only the mind is suffering. Are you the mind? Are you the body? Are you the senses? Are you the limbs? Who are you? So you are here to solve this very important question. It has arisen once in millions of years, and if you don't do it, perhaps you will never do it. Next life, I do not know we will gather here or not, in different shapes. Now we are all very well informed, very good, blessed human forms, and we are allowed to be here for satsang. There may be other human forms, no better than animals. There are, most of 99% of humans are still animals. Sleep, sex and food, common between animals and men. What better a man is who is having same habit. Men also food, sex, sleep and fear, that all animals have. But we have one special discrimination in us, that we can aspire for freedom in this life. That is the only speciality of very few rare being among the human beings. And my dear friends, do not postpone. We are all here to help each other. We are one family. We have got to help each other, and we have decided to do it under any circumstances. And I am sure you will not go back as you came here. You will go back as a wise man, a man with light and wisdom, so that you will take this torch of wisdom in your hand and give light to your country, to your countrymen. So that is the message, and that's the responsibility of all those who is here. And you are doing very well, because every day I hear from those who have gone here, and they are recommending to their friends, and they are all coming here, and they are promising to come in a few months, because they are working and their work doesn't allow them to come instantly, but during Christmas holidays they will come. Okay. Very mostly. Is Dearest Papaji from Sven, oneness is pulling me deeper and deeper into endless depth. After the belief of the reality of the separate entity, the I has dissolved, the silence is immaculate, mind is not an enemy anymore, no thought, no notion, no sensation, no temptation, no disturbance, this silence. It feels so good for the fish to stay in the ocean. No movement, bliss from eternity to eternity, emptiness is fulfilled with love. But of this love arises moment, which is movement. With the love, out of this love arises. Answers. Here I am reading here. Movement, which is emanating the universe. I am one with the mountains, flowering water of the rivers, flowing waters of the river, the shining stars, the incredible beauty of the earth, and all her beings. Are Shiva and Shakti, the Divine Mother, dancing the cosmic dance? Are they the same oneness? Question. Please come here. This is a very good question. Your question is Shiva and Shakti, Divine Mother dancing the cosmic dance. Are they the same oneness? I feel an invisible force inside the body, guiding all actions without any effort. Pure consciousness in movement is this Shakti. I am so happy, Papaji, and thankful that this invisible force brought me to you. I embrace you, Sven. So, Shiva is divine or absolute emptiness. Shiva means emptiness, self, consciousness. And Shakti is within the consciousness, the energy, the Shakti to know from within the consciousness itself. Difficult to understand, but you have to see directly. You have to see it within you. Shiva and Shakti, you have to see it. Shiva is consciousness, emptiness. Then from within the emptiness, in the deeper depth of emptiness, this depth wants to see the outer of emptiness. Do you follow? If you do, explain.
Yeah, this is Shiva's consciousness, complete silence, not moving, not changing.
Yes, okay.
Shakti is consciousness, moving in action. What you said before, source of all activities in the world.
Yeah.
So it's pure emptiness, who is not changing. It's
Empty.
pure emptiness. What is moving and creating the universe.
This which moves this hand is explaining.
Yeah.
This is Shakti.
This is Shakti.
And what makes this Shakti to move is Shiva. That is not seen. From this morning I am speaking, Shiva is speaking, Shakti is describing. So Shiva is described. This description, Shakti is descriptions. Once there was a very beautiful satsang between Shiva and Shakti on Mount Kailash. Then it's all good for the universe. The question comes, how to be enlightened? How to be enlightened? Question from Shakti to Shiva. How do I get free? So, number one question. The Shiva says, look at me, what do you see? Look at me, what do you see?
Nothing.
No, not so soon. The universe is still there. Sun is still there. So she says, she is very intelligent. She is Shakti herself, spouse of emptiness itself. Who could it be? Spouse of emptiness itself must be empty. So she says, I see my Lord. I see Shankar, I see Shiva, isn't it? Then, next, he says, transcend it. Transcend this form, Shiva, Shankar, whatever it is. Even transcend this emptiness. Next verse. Transcend it, whatever we see, transcend it. Then she is very intelligent, she is very, you can see, digging into each aspect of knowledge. I see divine light, everywhere light, light, aura. Then again, Shiva says, transcend it. Transcend the light means any thought whatsoever. Transcend it. And then, what else? Form transcended. It becomes subtle form. Subtle, very subtle. Transcended. And she became quiet. Till now she is quiet. So this is the qualification of a student and perfect teacher. They have to meet like this thing. 3 steps. Form, transcend it. No form, transcend it. Okay? Then what will happen?
Only pure awareness. Only pure awareness.
Pure reality, yes.
Pure awareness.
Realization. Yeah.
Pure awareness, which is empty.
Yeah. And then transcend emptiness,
Fullness.
fullness,
Love.
love. Transcend that also.
Pure being. Huh?
Very good. No?
Nirvana and Purusha. Huh? Nirvana, emptiness. Nirvana, emptiness.
Yes, Nirvana.
Fullness, Purusha. Fullness is Purusha.
Purusha?
Purusha.
Purusha. That's another subject. Nirvana means emptiness. Emptiness. But when you speak of emptiness, when you speak of void, when you speak of nirvana, when you speak of nirvana, you have witnessed something, you have seen something. You have seen something, whether nirvana or anything, you have seen it now. Because this word has come, description has come. Therefore, you are out of this description because what you have described, you are separate from this described. So find out who is that who can even has seen fullness, emptiness and nirvana, the bliss, consciousness, existence, who is the enjoyer, who is the knower of this. This is called Purusha. Do you follow?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to see him.
To be him.
Be him or see him, no problem. If you see him, you be him also. The river goes to see the ocean. Slowly, it goes to see the ocean first. After having seen, what does she become?
The ocean itself.
Ocean. Purusha is untouched. Purusha cannot be seen or achieved. Nirvana can be achieved. Nirvana can be achieved. Buddha has done it. Nirvana can be won, achieved, attained. But then it will take you to Purusha. Purusha. No one has ever described this thing, and no one has seen it. The description of Purusha is some other subject. Yes. Nowhere found. It's a right, direct experience, seated in the hearts of all beings, not touching the heart. Maximum you can see the heart. It is within the inner of the inside emptiness of the heart is Purusha, untouched, unseen, unheard, and it is Purusha. All self-effulgent. By this Purusha the sun shines. The earth moves. The universe is spring like waves from the ocean, but it doesn't move. It has never moved. That's called Purusha. No one ever spoke about it, but you can see it, realize it, be it. But not with these eyes, with div netra, div chakshu. When you turn your retina inside, you will see it. Retina inside, not outside. You see the universe, you see the form. If you have a trick to turn the retina, it will be seen. Dear PAPAJI, I have a longing for freedom. So please help me by pointing out the way to me very clearly, because till now it is just words. Your loving being touches me deeply, but after satsang I again shut the doors to the heart. How can I change this fear? Ken from Denmark. Who's Ken from Denmark? Will you come here? Ken from Asia. You came from Denmark? When did you come? Have you deep longing for freedom?
I've been searching and looking for a meaning.
How it happened? How did you catch this idea of freedom? From whom and when?
I don't know. I think it's been there.
Always? Very nice, very good. Does it stay only for the waking state or does it penetrate into the sleep also? You leave it outside when you sleep?
I don't know. I don't know.
You must know. You say you have a deep longing for freedom. When you go to sleep, did you throw away this longing or you carry with you? Tell me. Because whatever you have done, supposing somebody has abused you in the daytime, slapped you, hit you, hurt you. So when you are going to sleep, what will you think of?
And I'll think of I'll think of that.
Think of that.
Yes.
And then you sleep. And then you dream. In the dream, what do you see?
Then I'll see the slapping maybe. Then I'll see the fight maybe.
Fight, yes. Fighting with the same man, you are taking revenge from that man.
Yes.
Of course, this is true.
Yes.
And when you wake up, the first thought is, I will see that man and I will take revenge from him. Again, the first thought. Last thought has to be the first thought, isn't it? So when you sleep with $10 in your pocket in the night, when you wake up, how many dollars are there? $10. It is not reduced, not multiplied, so you slept. If you sleep with longing of freedom, you have to wake up with longing of freedom. Even through sleep, longing of freedom will continue, and you will see without effort. This will continue all the time, and this longing will leave you. Because if you visit my place 10 hours a day, then 20 hours a day, and then 24 hours a day, isn't it? Then, if 24 hours a day, then you are as good inmate of the place as I am. You don't need to come to me, isn't it? So what has gone? Your desire to come to satsang has gone. So this longing will go away when it becomes natural. So keep up this desire for longing so that you sleep with this longing, dream with this longing, keep awake with this longing. Only for one day you try. That's all. Only one day. So not one day, 1 second. Now I come to 1 second. When you sleep, what time? 11?
Yes.
Okay, 11. So the last second of the waking state is 10:59:59. Okay? 10 hours, 10 p.m. are 22 hours, 59 minutes and 59 seconds. Okay? Now, what is the 1 second is left for you to go into sleep? What do you think of that? What do you do in that?
There I should think of freedom.
Freedom. Well done. Now you are thinking of freedom in the last 60th sentence. Now it makes 11. And you go to sleep. What did you carry from the waking state?
Freedom.
Freedom. Okay? When you wake up, what have you brought from sleep?
Freedom.
Freedom. Okay. You have brought in the first second and it will continue second. Freedom. Again, that's all. This is what freedom is. What is missing? Our desire. Longing is missing. If we have longing, there is no problem. We don't have longing, you see. Trouble is, we don't have longing. We have longing of something else that we know. So what is most dear to you, we long for that, whatever it is. You can find out. Close your eyes, even in meditation, close your eyes. What is most dear, most near to you will jump up in your heart, isn't it? You may be meditating. Don't you go to Denmark?
No.
Yeah. Huh?
No.
When you meditate.
I go somewhere.
Huh?
I go somewhere else.
Maybe in Sweden then. Everybody goes here. So 1 second of meditation is enough for freedom. Yeah. You devote 1 second at least. Don't go anywhere. That's all you need. But even 1 second, the mind goes what is dear to the mind. Attraction, attachment. You have to break this attachment of your dear ones for 1 second. And if you have done it, you have won it. That's all. So easy.
It's easy to understand when there's thought.
Yeah?
It's
You have to only understand it. I don't tell you to do anything. Only understand. Just understand. What can you do? Only understand. That's all. So you have to spend 1 second on you anytime in this life, and you have not spent it. From birth till date. 1 second for you have not spent. For others you have spent. No one has spent. You have to spend, and this second is entirely for freedom. For freedom, entirely for freedom and nobody else. Do you understand this at least?
yes.
And if you do, who are you? If you do understand, this second which I speak about, this instant which I speak about, give entirely to freedom and to nobody else, not even to mind, not even to intellect, not to senses, not to the world. Just steal somehow 1 second wherever you are, keep quiet. That's it. And you have won the game. Yes. Then you have won the gold. You have won the gold in Barcelona. Yeah, is it? You know it? Sit down. You said, Papaji, you said that there is a way of reading a spiritual book that can instantly enlighten one. Please say more about it with thankful heart, Prabhakar. Come here, I will tell you, as I have spoken to you, there is a way. There is a way to listen from a teacher, and there is a way to read a good authorized sutra and you get enlightened. But there is a way not reading, not listening. There is a way how to listen and how to read. I do not know how to describe it, but there is a way. I will try to translate as best I can do. Yes, as best as I can do. I was reading Diamond Sutra once, and it was in France. And I was reading, and that person was very serious and with me for some years, and I had gone, and special time was given, and I used to read Diamond Sutra. You know that book? Have you read? Prajna Paramita Vajra Chedika Sutra in Sanskrit. So translated in Diamond Sutra, I do not know what is it. Diamonds means Vajra. So I was reading on one word, this person got up, jumped in the air and shouted, I am enlightened. One case, I tell you how to do it. Another case is two, three cases I will tell you what happened, then the way I will tell you later. It was winning Chinese chant, 6th patriarch. We have studied chant, 6th patriarch. Huh?
No number.
6th, I think 5th was Hangzhen and 6th was winning. So this man was illiterate, unlettered man, therefore he was put into husking the paddy. He was working in the kitchen. But many 500 people were with Hangzhen, very learned people, attending his satsang. And the master says, now I want to hand over the robe. Best man who can give me a single line Gatha. So many people have written Gatha and master is watching. So he doesn't know, he has not been called because he is a man of no letters. He is still husking the paddy with pestle and mortar. He said, what's going on here? What's going on? Many people are going and coming out. He said, don't you know? Master is handing over robe and begging bowl to adopt the next disciple. Okay, then what are they doing? Oh, they are doing like this thing. They are writing. The mind has to be purified like crystal, so that, like mirror, so that you can see your face. It should be. Mind has to be so shining, so pure, so that you see your reflection. So this is the last gatha, which is this man says, then I cannot write. He asked someone, please on my behalf you write to the master. He said, there is no mirror. Where does the mind alight at? There is no mirror. Where does the dust alight at? All the rest are removing the dust from the mirror so that you see your face. Remove the dust, and most of the centers, they are removing the dust and involved in dust, and their minds are dusty. So when you meditate, you are removing the dust. Everybody's. It may be devotion, it may be meditations. We are removing the thoughts, means dust, so that the mind is pure. This is the teaching of the good teachers. But this illiterate person says, when there is no mirror, where the dust is going to alight at. So you ask someone to write this, and master was very happy. He called him, you come midnight, I will hand you the robe and the begging bowl, and you disappear, because there are other very learned men with me, and they will murder you. Yes, they will murder you. I give you the robe, you run away and cross the frontiers. So he was handed over, master blessed him, and he ran away. But people say, the master is without robe and without begging bowl, and which is the missing man? They were waiting. And only one man is missing, who was in the kitchen. That man is missing, but master is so foolish. He has given the robe to this man, who is working in the kitchen, illiterate. So they are hunting after him, and they got him before he crosses the frontier. Then he says, lay down this thing, robe, and the begging bowl. Oh, my dear friends, you take the robe and you take the begging bowl, but the teaching you cannot take away. My teaching you cannot take away. You take away. If you are hungry of the robe, you take away the robe and the begging bowl. I go, and this man is still known the wisest person. And the first, on this lineage of Chan means dhyan. Translated into Chinese, dhan became Chan in Chinese, and Zen in Japanese. This is how it traveled. And the first Chinese teacher was Indian. First Chinese teacher was Indian, Bodhidharma, a prince from Kanchi. So he traveled, you see, at the age of 80 he traveled. And he converted the king of China. First 80 he traveled. And at 120 he disappeared. So that lineage is there. So once I wanted also to go and see if these people exist. So I was in Portugal in those days. I said, how to go? I can. Chinese don't give visa on my passport except except China and except Portugal. I cannot travel. I got visa in Portugal recently. I got it. So they said I will give you a visa for a small island near China, which is what, Macau. So you can go by boat. Then I had correspondence, they said, this is some Chinese, they told me, I wrote to Taipei, if you know any people there, then they said, in Macau also, I wrote. So they are hiding from this government, they are not really seeing, it's very difficult. Recently also I inquired, because their teaching is very direct teaching, like this thing. And quite other subject I am not missing. So there was another Indian here living in Maharashtra. This man was also illiterate, and many learned people are attending the satsang of a great teacher whose disciple was even king of Maharashtra, Maharaj Shivaji Maharaj. Yeah. So many people used to go, and this man was illiterate, taking care of the cow shed, cleaning. And he said, Master, there are about 500 people. Will they all be enlightened? No, my dear, Kalyan was his name. No, not all of them. How many? Maybe 200? No, Kalyan. No, not even 100. No, 50? No, 10? No. No, 1? No, he said, the teacher said. What for they come? Maybe for some reason they come, not for freedom. Who this man who said? Not for freedom. Okay, kept quiet. But he was puzzled, confused. Master says, not for freedom. They come at 4 a.m. in the morning from 5 miles, 6 miles, 10 miles. What for they come? And then one day, he was writing one book, and he scattered all the pages. Book is not finished, the pages are not given. He scattered all the pages, and when he comes, he says, the master says, I forgot where I left yesterday. You tell me so that I proceed today, which was yesterday, what I was speaking. And nobody could reply yesterday. What was spoken, what was satsang, what was the topic of satsang yesterday, because they were not present in the satsang. Not present in the satsang. And this man comes. Now he said, nobody does, I cannot proceed with the book. They are all scattered with the wind, here, there. Now you do not know, then only one man is left. Will you call that man who is cleaning the cow dung, taking the cow dung? Everybody laughed. He is illiterate, he is not attending the satsang. How the master is calling this man not attending? Illiterate. And he is writing poetry. The book is a wonderful poetry. Then never mind. They called him, he says, Kalyan, in the night, due to the wind, these book pages which I was writing, could you tell me yesterday's satsang, where I left? Master, I do not know, but from beginning, I will tell you what you have been speaking from the beginning, since 3 months. I tell you, I do not know what to say. He brought it up. This thing, you go on collecting the pages because I do not know the letters. I go on speaking. He spoke. Then the people asked him, how did you do? He said, I may be working with the hands. I may be sweeping with hands. But since I was not allowed to go, my ear was fixed on the mouth of the teacher. My ears were fixed on the mouth of the teacher. Every word which dropped straight away went into my mind. This is how to listen. Many other saints have done. Kabir also had many references. They were immediately produced. But listening to this thing, there is a very special method to listen and to read also. Some books warn. I had one book, and one man wanted to borrow a book. He said, I will give you the book tomorrow. Please give me. I don't give my book. Very few books, very special books I was having. My pillow books. So he was very closely related to me, walking friend, also industrialist in Goa. He said, will you come tomorrow? I said, yes, you take it, I couldn't refuse. But on the end of the book you read and take it. On the end of the book it was written, if by one reading you are not enlightened, you will be born as a donkey next birth. And he kept the book. He didn't take it. It is so. So how to tell you how to understand and how to read. Not only with the eyes, not only with the mind also. That's something else. If you want to raise this question, perhaps you listen from me only, and no one has told you, isn't it? Listen once, therefore say, one instruction from the teacher must enlighten you. And if you do not know the trick, therefore you have to attend satsangs all your life and no result. One word is quite enough. Otherwise, what do you mean by enlightenment? Or consciousness, emptiness? You listen. What does it mean? It must give you some taste. The letters are there still. John, may I please come close to you and look into your eyes for a moment? John, John, come here. John from where? She is. Yeah.
Amsterdam.
So yes. John, Amsterdam. Elizabeth. Denmark. All good. All good. Happy? Very good. And also Elizabeth can come. Elizabeth from Denmark, you know her. Where is she? Elizabeth. Yeah. Consider it. They did that a lot. Just very nice. Thursday you told me to question myself by repeating who am I did that a lot this spring. I felt very tense about always being aware where my attention was. Therefore, I feel more free by just being. By being, I am sometimes in the state with no thoughts, sometimes completely involved in what I am doing. Sometimes in the state of no thoughts, and sometimes completely involved in what I am doing. There is no difference. What difference?
Difference is that then I'm not aware where I have my awareness.
What is it? You translate it. What is it? What is it? Yeah. When there are no thoughts, the state of no thought, okay? You can do everything from no thought.
Yeah, but then, as you can read, then thought comes about if I'm feeling some energy, then I think I'm not supposed to feel anything, that's just another distraction. And then a lot of thoughts come to that, and then...
Let them come. Let them come. You don't run away with thoughts. You stay. You said no thought.
Yeah, for a moment, and then I run away with it.
You don't run away with thoughts. Let them come, stay, go. That's all. You are at home. Supposing you are at home, sitting outside in the door, and some man comes, many men come on the road. Will you go with anybody? Will you go?
Not anybody.
Huh? Then you go with anybody? Why? You are at home. You're comfortable at home, isn't it? Why should you run away with any stranger? With any stranger, why should you run away? You will be in trouble, perhaps. You do not know who he is. You will be in trouble. That's why there is trouble, because you go away with the thought and they will trouble you.
Yeah, I know.
You know it? Yes. If you are at home, no thought is a home, house, your own home. Why should you go? What do you need? But it is like I only have no thoughts. If I make that choice in the state with no thoughts, there is nothing. Sometimes I feel some energy, then I begin to think that this energy is just another distraction. Then all my thoughts and doubts are back again. When there is no thoughts, I feel neither bliss nor laughter, just nothing. When I see how other people react, I begin to doubt if my experience is the same being as you are talking about, because you speak from a place where you know for sure I have so much doubt. Can you tell me if I am on the right track and how to attain freedom from fear, please? Thursday you also told me that you would see me in private regarding my other questions. I thought that you meant after satsang Thursday. Did I miss? Yes, I thought after satsang. after satsang. You didn't come, you didn't ask.
But I thought you would call me. I thought you would call me in.
I thank you. First of all, what you speak is, you can also ask me after satsang. I will tell you regarding others. I told you, you see me after that. Regarding other questions. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Regarding other questions, you see me after satsang. I will tell you. So out of these two things, no thought, you prefer no thought, or strangers to run away with them. This is your choice. What do you want? What? You had experience of no thought also, so what do you prefer?
I prefer the no thought.
Okay, you prefer no thought.
But all the doubt always comes with that. The doubt always comes with that.
There can be no doubt, cannot exist there.
No, but just after.
What do you say?
Being a no thought,
Yeah.
a doubt arises, and then I follow the doubt.
No. When you speak of no thought, when you speak in Lucknow, you speak about Lucknow. When you are in Denmark, speak about Denmark. When no thought comes, you speak about no thought. Is there any doubt in no thought? Then, where does this come from? So speaking of no thought, what trouble do you have? You jump from thought into no thought because you prefer no thought. Therefore you left thought behind, you jumped into no thought and you liked it,
Yeah. But why don't I stay there then?
You prefer something else. You have not seen the beauty. You have not seen it. You are not hooked actually into it. You are not wrong. No. Because you jump from doubt to doubt. You are skipped over. You are skipped over. From doubt to doubt, thought to thought. In between thought to thought is no thought.
And how do I go to no thought?
Yes. When you ask this question, how do I go to no thought? You have finished now this sentence. How do I go to no thought? No thought. After this, what has happened? How do I go to no thought? Finished. After this, what has happened? Tell me.
Nothing?
Huh?
Nothing?
Nothing, yes. This is no thought. Ask how to go into no thought. Instantly after that is no thought. Speak from here. Show me doubt from here. Show me, understand. How to get no thought, just tell me. How to get no thought? How to be in no thought, finished. How to be no thought. Okay, no thought. After that, it's finished. This question finished. Immediately after that is no thought. Question finished. Now this no thought. Now we speak about this no thought. I will tell you how to avoid thoughts. Now we speak about this. Maybe a very short test moment of this. What you speak about this, I will tell you something like this. Speak about it now. It has ended into thoughtlessness.
And from there are no questions.
Yes, again, from there I have no question. Okay, very good. How to enter into no thought? Then you say from there, no question. Again, after that you tell me, may I write now? Chalo. I will do it now. You go on writing. How to enter a no thought. Number 1. How to enter no thought. Number 1. Now this is no thought. You enter, you go here. This is no thought, okay? How to enter in no thought? So it brought here emptiness. Okay? So here I ask you, what is the thought there? You say there is nothing. There is no thought, you can say. What do you say in that? There is no thought. You say there is no thought. Okay. First you said how to enter no thought. You got no thought. Now you confirmed for the first time there is no thought. How? 2 seconds are gone now. Now again go proceed in this circle now. Again say from here, from no thought. Next, ask me from no thought now. Tell me from within no thought. This is finished. How to enter no thought? Here is no thought. This is no thought. Still you are in no thought, and you look around and you are convinced there is no thought. Again repeat it to break the old habit. Again repeat it. Now next third sentence is going to be what? Tell, instantly tell.
And my next question would be,
Not question. Tell me what you see, what you feel, what you experience. Will be, future, not here.
and I experience nothing.
Huh?
I experience nothing.
Okay, I experience nothing. Experience is always of the past. In presence there is no experience. In presence there is. Will you say I have a nose to someone? Will you say I have a nose to someone if you say this? Why?
Because it's obvious.
Huh?
Because it is obvious.
Obvious, so this is also obvious. When you say, look here, I have a nose, where they will send you to? You know that? They will send you back to Denmark. You look around. You don't need any experience. Experience is always of the past. That you have left behind. Now you are in the no thought. Again you confirm, I don't have any thought, and then there's no thought. Then you say, you don't have any experience. You don't have any experience. I don't want to experience. When this we say, then there's no past. Past is gone. Future is gone. Now you are in presence. Yes. This is all right. This is it. You tell me this now. Now you come out here. What is this one? Describe this. You smile, you laugh, and you change your face, you change your eyes. Tell me this why. Tell me.
Because nothing to reach.
Huh?
Because I realize nothing to reach.
Yeah, nothing to read. Okay. Now you see how wise you are speaking. Nothing to reach, okay? Then you stay quiet when you decide nothing to reach. Finish. Finish away with reaching. No intention to reach anywhere. That's all.
Yes.
Huh?
Freedom.
Huh?
That is freedom.
Yeah, now who asked you this? What is this? Ask if this Danish man is doing. This Denmark man is what is that? Have you heard what she speaks? What she speaks? You see your contagious? Are you touching? See the contagious? Contagion? Have you touched her? Did you touch her? Yeah.
So when I was here last year, I asked if I could sing a song from Bali, and I'd like to sing one for you now.
Come in between us. You are very good. You speak now. You are in love. You sit down. Very good. Very beautiful singing. Now any doubt? Any doubt? No doubt? What happened to this?
No room for it.
No room?
No.
Good.
Now it comes again.
Huh?
Now it comes. I said, now doubts comes again.
Let them come.
Yeah.
If you know thoughts are coming, let them come. If you must know the thought is coming, you know thought is coming. Now you see thought is coming. Now you again look. Tell me what is where it is gone. Yeah. Huh?
Away.
Away.
Yeah.
So how to send away the thought? How to send away the thought?
It goes by itself.
Huh?
It goes by itself.
By itself.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes you got. It goes by itself. Let them go. Let them come. Let them come. Let them stay. Let them go. If they like, let them stay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. What do you want to say? Ah, she is beautiful now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Yes, yes.
Who is she?
I don't know.
She is- You don't know? You don't know. She is laughing. She is laughing at you.
Yes, I can see.
Ask her.
Who are you?
Ask her.
I did ask her.
What? She doesn't reply. She doesn't reply. What? Oh, you help her. Little girl. This girl has questioned you. Who are you? You reply. You tell her. Yeah, she your daughter. Tell her I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes. What thought is coming? What thought is coming out? What thought is coming out? What? Much is happening here. You say no thought is coming. In front of you there's a big thought.